How you doing? This is Keith Dirtman with Story Time. All right, I was just looking at some posts on Facebook and everything. One reminded me of something. This is a story that needs to be told. There was a guy named Roy Applegate who lived in Orchard Beach, Maryland, or thereabouts. He was a little guy, and he sat around and he drank brandy all the time, and he was homeless, and he lived in a car for a while behind a strip joint, McDougal's. At any rate, one winter got really bad, and he got frozen into the car. And I kept trying to detox him. When I got out of the Marines, I detoxed some veterans and tried to help some people, especially ones that were homeless. Tried to get them out of the cold. Well, he got frozen into this car to where his feet got black and his hands got black. He was screaming, and somebody called the fire department. They got him out and took him to the hospital. So I went up to the hospital and I asked him, "Are you ready now? Are you ready for me to help you?" Well, there was this counselor at Fort Howard, and as long as people were veterans, then I could take them there, and for free they would detox them, homeless veterans, and anybody can do it. And I would put up a few $100 just to make sure that they had plenty of money for things that they needed, as far as the candy machines and stuff like that, because you have to leave them for 7 days. So I left him there. After 7 days, Roger calls me back, and Roger said, "Do you know who this guy is?" I said, "Yeah, his name's Roy Applegate." I said, I filled out his paperwork. He says, "No, do you understand who he is?" He said, "This guy is a highly decorated soldier." And I was like, "What do you mean?" He says, "He earned the Navy Cross." Evidently, his people got pinned down, and 5 of them got wounded out in the field. This little guy crawled out there and grabbed them one by one, like a Forrest Gump. Excuse me. He drug them to safety. And things that he did and things that he saw turned him into a drunk. Kids used to throw pennies to him, slap him, play with him like he was a toy. Well, he detoxed. And I was building houses at the time. So I put him up in one of the houses for a little bit, got him into a Samaritan house, and detoxed him further. Mike West, Bay Country Tool Rentals, he found his family. They were in Texas. So Mike bought him a plane ticket. Now, Roy's in a suit now. He's feeling good. He's looking good. But he's on top of the world. He can now admit who he is, and he knows what he done. He's very humble. So he goes back to his family and back to the neighborhood where people knew him. And he died there. But he died a hero. Sober. You don't know. You don't know. Look around. Talk to some of these people. Find out. It's very possible that there's thousands of Roys out there. They sacrificed their sanity, their lives for us, and some of them are still alive. Help somebody out today.